How we doing, guys? This is DJ Looney, assistant offensive line coach at the University of Louisiana. I'm honored to be able to come on here and speak with you guys and share a little bit. Hope you guys get something out of it. Wanted to start off by just saying thank you to Coach Russo for reaching out, and obviously wanted to wish you guys well. I hope everybody's family's safe. I hope everybody's team is safe, and I hope you guys are getting in some really good work. I know it's challenging times for everybody. We're in the same position as you guys. We're getting positive tests and guys in quarantine and trying to navigate all of this. You know, we hadn't seen our guys since March, and so we're all going through the same thing. So just want to encourage you guys and wish everybody well. And we will play this fall. And excited about that and just hope everybody's doing well. But as I was saying, man, really thankful to be able to come home and share with you guys. I consider myself a Mississippian, was blessed with an opportunity to go play at Mississippi State for Coach Kroom and Coach Mullen. Was a student coach a year after that. Then spent 2 years starting my real career off coaching at East Mississippi under Buddy Stevens. And then I was able to come back to Mississippi in 2017 as a tight ends coach at Mississippi State. So I've always had Mississippi as a primary recruiting area and always had a lot of success recruiting Mississippi kids and then those kids coming and doing well. Our head football coach, Billy Napier, who I feel is the best head football coach in the country, has put an emphasis on this. We signed 3 guys out of Mississippi last year. We've got 1 committed in this class, and we're just really excited about continuing to build that pipeline and continue to recruit Mississippi kids. And they're blue collar. They work really, really hard. They're good kids. They're very high ceiling kids, and so we're excited to be able to recruit those guys. So. Guys, I'm going to take you through some meeting room stuff real quick. I always like doing that stuff because there may be 1, 2 things you can pull from that stuff and use. We're going to go over some of our cap scheme plays that we use here, and then I'm going to take you through some indie stuff at the end, some individual film that we have. I know Coach Russo had mentioned that, and we'll go from there. So let's get started here. All right, as I said, guys, I'm missing a stop on this deal right here. Student coach at Mississippi State, GA, East Mississippi, 2 years coaching the offensive line, 2 years as the tackles tight ends coach at Central Arkansas, a year at Georgia working with the O-line, and then tight ends at Mississippi State and back with the O-line here. Just some of our expectation deals, guys. I don't know if you'll get a whole lot from this, but like I said, I always like to pull some stuff because you guys might can use this in some kind of way. All right, our unit objectives. What me as a coach can expect from my players. Number 1 is to win every single game. I think that speaks of itself. We want to go in and believe and think and actually accomplish and win every game. All right, number 2, we want to develop the best unit in America, bar none. And we don't care what level. We're talking about we want to be better than Ohio State, Alabama, LSU, Auburn, Texas, Kansas State, the Chicago Bears, Detroit Lions. We want to develop the best unit in America. You got me? And we want people to say when they watch us play, these guys play together. They play with great technique. They play with great effort. This is the best collective unit in America. You got me? Number 3, at the conclusion of the season, be known as the most efficient yet the most hated and dirty O-line in America within the rules. All right, number 4, be on time. And to be on time is to be early for everything we do. Number 5, have a great attitude, a noticeable high level of enthusiasm, jazz level. There is nothing more than I can't stand as a low burn guy, a guy that's always with me, a guy that ain't never happy. All right, so that's a must for me. You got to have a lot of energy. You got to be excited to play. You got to have fun. You got to smile. You got to laugh. It's essential. All right, number 6, always have a noticeable work ethic. Obviously, any bystander the water girl should know, damn, these guys play really, really hard. They practice really, really hard. It should be noticeable to anybody. You got me? That is the most hard. That's the hardest working group on the field. And give 110% effort every single day in every way you are involved. All right, what you can expect from me as a coach, that I'm committed to take you as an individual player as far as your God-given ability will take you in the sport of football. While this will not be easy, it is attainable when you give 110% at everything that we ask of you. All right, our room rules: be a first-class U.S. citizen, represent UL, your family, this program, and your last name in a first-class manner, strain and secure the best education, and graduate with a solid degree. Give 110% in all aspects of everything we ask you. Learn to maximize your measurables in talent and skill level. I think that's important, especially at your level. It don't matter how big, strong, fast you are. You got me? You work your ass off. You play with the technique. You be coachable, and the sky's the limit for you. And so we want to squeeze that limit as much as we can. All right, let's get into some football stuff, guys. And I'm not going to talk a lot about the pass game today. There are some drills at the end, but I wanted to give you our pass game philosophy in terms of pass protection and how we teach it. And I'll hit the run game a little more sensibly because I'm going over these gap scheme plays today. All right, but we break our pass protection down into 4 phases. You got me? Number 1 is, what type of set am I taking? You got me? Where is the guy at on me? You got me? So the first one we're going to go over is a slide set. All right, so if I'm a guard, all right, the guy's in a 3 technique. He's on my outside shoulder. Could be loose, could be wide. If I'm at tackle, you got me, he's at a 5 technique on me. Could be loose, could be wide. You got me? So that's the first type of set. The second type of set is a shoe set. All right, this guy is a type 3, a type 5, or a 2 or a 4. I think the guy's going to go inside. You got me? So I'm just going to sit right there in my shoe. You got me? All that means is I'm going to pick my inside foot up and put it back down. You got me? Because I want to remain half a man inside the guy. All these sets, guys, I'm trying to get to half a man inside. All right, I want to be half a man inside on the defender. All right, and then a power set. Obviously, I'm at guard, he's in a 2-eye or a 1. I'm at tackle, he's in a 4-eye. I've got to go get to that half a man position. So what type of set? Slide set. He's in a 3, either wide or 3. He's in a 5, either wide or regular 5. You got me? I want to push catch. I want to set to get half a man inside. Shoe set. He's in a tight 3, head up. I think he's coming inside. I'm going to pick up that inside foot and put it down. And then a power set, he's already inside of me. Okay, I've got to go get down there right now and get half a man inside. All right, number 2, how fast can I get set? All right, can I get out of my stance? You got me? And we'll do a drill with this. I hope it's on the end. I don't know if I put it on there or not. But, hey, we're going to start a guy in a 2-point or a 3-point stance, and we're going to give the guy a go. And we got a guy. We've got one guy in his stance. You got another, one of your old linemen with a bag, and he's swinging it at the guy's head. So on the snap count, you want to get out of your stance fast and punch the bag before it hits you in the face. You got me? So that's the deal. Can I get out of my stance, and how fast can I get set of the top of one of these 3 sets that we listed above? All right, once I'm up, all right, and out of my stance, am I in balance? Is my shoulders over my knees, over my toes? You got me? Do I have a great base? Am I squeezing my knees? Is my weight on my front foot? Is my weight on my insteps? You got me? Am I in balance? All right, and the last one is violent hands on the finish. You got me? Am I shooting my hands? You got me? And I think that's the biggest deal. You know, we coach that more than anything here. Run game and pass games are hands, guys. This is a hands and feet game. You got me? So can I get my hands inside? You got me? Elbows tight, thumbs up, punching through the heels of my hand. You got me? Right? Do I have violent hands? And it is a short, my hands are coming up slightly cocked, and then it is a 3 to 5 inch shock. You're not going to, you want to keep your shoulders back. I want to lift slightly up on my punch. It sets my shoulders where I need to be at. You got me? All right. I'm not throwing my back out or throwing my ass out. You got me? You're not going to be, it's all coming from my shoulders and my traps area, and it's slightly up. So that's a quick deal on our pass protection, how we teach it in terms of just sets and all these. Obviously, it's to to the man side of the set, but wanted to throw that in there for you guys. All right, our run game philosophy. All right, there's 3 phases of a run block. All right, and I'll also tell you how we practice them. There's a start. You got me? And we gonna, just like a lot of people in the country, we're gonna run the boards for the start. You got me? Your first step, you're getting your first step, push you in position. I'm attacking on my second step. My hands are inside. We overcoach throwing your hands. Explosion. So I've started, all right, my hips. I'm igniting my hips and igniting my thighs, my power on the explosion. All right, we've got an explosion sled. I know the start and explosion sled on there, and then some type of finish drill, whether it's feet dry finish, whether it's maintain and sustain. We're doing some type of finish drill every day to try to get the guys, hey, finish the block, run your feet, try to finish the guys. So you got the start of every run block. You're running off the football, great base, great pad level, throwing your hands on the explosion, igniting your hips, and then your finish. We've got some of that for you guys at the end. All right, so getting into some of these gap plays that we run here, and here's some of our calls here. We've got different calls for a bunch of different things here, but you got a queen, we call a queen block. Here's all your back block where your gaps will hinge. We've got an ace block, that's with the center and the play side guard. You got a deuce block between your guard and your tackle, and then obviously your tray between your tackle and your tight end. Very similar to probably a lot of you guys. We do something that I like here that I hadn't done a bunch in the past of. We've got gap calls and we've got zone calls. I think that helps. And then you got a domino call here in case there was pressure. We hadn't used that a bunch here. All right, so your ace call, we've talked about it here. It's a gap block. It's this first box up here. You're looking at it here, this first box right here. All right, it's a gap block between your center and your play side guard, either with a nose, could be, let me take it back here, I'm sorry. Could be a shade, could be a zero, but it's that ace back. You got your deuce block with your guard and your tackle. All right, the inside guy, the post guy is going to do something we call a one-man cap. And your backside guy, your double guy is going to do something we call a gang gather gang. I'll show you on film. I'll show you in endo. You got your tray. You got your queen block. We do have the ability to use your straight call, all right, if we want our tackle and tight end to lock on their guys. I'll show you one of those. And then you've got a down call here below. All right, our domino call, like I said, if you're getting a bunch of pressure, and we hadn't used a bunch of this, and you know the defensive line is going to move on you, we're going to call a domino. And all that does is, hey, we're going to unlock that deuce block that y'all had going to the backside backer, because you're not going to have time to do it. Come off of it right now and go down. Trips call, you get these calls a lot. You're facing a bear call, and then danger. If the tackle sees that a backer's trying to walk up on the end of the line of scrimmage in a counter play, you can call danger, so that lineman knows, hey, this guy's going to be coming to the end. That end's coming inside right here. You know, right here, this end's going to come inside right here. All right, so the tackle's going to have to take him. We know that pulling guard's got to have to block that linebacker coming to the end. Choke call, we don't see that a bunch. And then deuce man seal. Once again, a Barrett call. We're not going to see that a bunch either. All right, so we talked about it here, our gap scheme ending. And this is another thing that I think we've done really well here is we're not just going to endo to endo, okay? So we're going to endo the plays on the script. So, hey, we got gap scheme days in. These are some of the endings we're going to use. We're not just ending we're not going to do the same thing every day just because, hey, these are our ending drills, okay? We are going to endo the things that are on the script. You got me? So our gap scheme ending, the day that we're going to install gap schemes and we're running gap schemes, we're going to do a gang gather gang. I've got it on the end with our endo deal, but that is that tackle or the second guy trying to keep his shoulder square, hit the hip, knock the guy over to the guard who's doing a one-man gap, which we left off this list, so he can climb to that backer. And it leads us to that number 2 point to hit the hip with the U-turn. So that tackle's gang gather gaining. He's going to hit that hip, and that backer that's flying over the top, he's got to quickly U-turn and go block the guy. I've got film of it. I'll show you here in a second. Down block versus a wipe technique, and all that is that that D lineman sees that pulling guard's going to pull, so he's trying to jump over the top. You got me? So we'll do a regular back block, all right? Then we'll do a back block versus the guy trying to fight over the top right away because he's read that guard's pull. We're going to do pull and kick drills where you're going to pull and kick out. I know if I'm going right, I'm hitting right, I'm going downhill. And then we're going to say, hey, we're going to log the guy. So you have to read that block of what that end's doing, whether you're kicking or you're logging. And obviously we'll have, during the week, we're going to know what they're doing so we can eliminate one of those. We're going to know, hey, is this a squeeze team or squeeze scraping? What are they doing? So we'll know. And then we always like to put some kind of finish drill in there so you got your feet drop finish. And then if you want to do some half line things, we're going to work our aces, our deuces, our trays with the tight end, our TiVos with the tight end, and then a trips call versus wipe. So this is how my Indy card will look for the day we've got gap scheme in. You got me? A heavy gap scheme day, or if we're struggling with it and we've got it in the script, you've installed it 4 or 5 days later, you've got a few Indy plays in, you've obviously got everything in, but you wanted to hit an Indy day. This is what our Indy drill looks like. All right, we don't try to reinvent the wheel. We try to be simple, and we try to get as many game reps as we can get. So these are why we do the drills that we do. All right, so our first play we're going to talk about our one-back power. All right, there's a couple tags that you'll see later on that we can use to make it a better play here. We don't do a bunch of this here, but it's your basic rule. All right, we're going to always come up and identify the first linebacker in the box as our Mike. All right, the tight end has man on. The play side tackle, play side guard are going to deuce one pass to Mike, declare. You got me? The center's got a back block or queen block. The backside guard is pulling for the Mike, and the backside tackle is a part of the queen gap seal hinge block. You got me? Let's get into some tape. All right. So, all right, we're going power to the right here. Obviously, we've said the first linebacker in the box to the call side is our Mike. So here's our Mike right here. You got me? I know if I'm tight end, I've got man on. I know if I'm the guard, I'm deucing the one pass. So there's my Mike, one pass, the ID, boom, he's right there. I know I've got a back block. Queen is my call if I'm at center. So I'm going here, I'm gap seal hinging, and I'm here. All right, let's talk about it here. I don't really like, so your right guard, right tackle here have got the double team block. And here's why everybody loves the gap scheme plays and why we love them, because we want to lay on guys. We want to get as many double teams as we can get here. All right, so this nose guard here for New Mexico State's doing a really good job with his leverage. He's underneath our guys, and he's got better hands. So we got to be better there. All right, but I wanted to put this on here because this is that U-turn I'm talking about. Obviously, the play side guard's got to get his pass down level. He's your post guy. He's your one-man gap. Well, he's going left, right, left. He's trying to get his right hand underneath and pull that guy over the top. Your right tackle here is gaining. He gains with his first step. He gathers his feet, and he gains again. All right, and he's got to quickly U-turn because this guy going over the top so fast. You got me? I wish he was a little lower and he got to that hip a little more. You want to get to the hip. You control the player at the hip. He's way too high. He's on the guy's back. You got me? And so we don't get to that hip. But you want to gather, get to the hip, okay? And you want to make that U-turn. And we'll drill that. We'll drill that guy. Hey, you got to hit that hip, and you got to turn right now a little faster than that. You got me? But good with the back block and the gap in the queen block. Tight end's okay. I don't like him turning his ass in the hole like that. All right? Pulling guy gets tripped up. Louisiana. That was our one back power. Like I said, we don't do that a whole bunch. We want to do a little bit more of that. And we do some addendums off of it. So if you want to go your spread set, you can look at where we are right here. If you want to go your trips set, we've got here. You got me, and get loose runs here. You do have now we're just going to make a tag call, let the tackle know, hey, now you're pulling. You got me? Don't worry about this guy. We've got somebody coming to get this guy. You see the receiver coming in to crack him. All right, we're going to identify and kind of move on us late, so we're going to keep this guy. These two guys now are acing. One pass to Mike, so we've identified 7 as our Mike. These two guys now are acing one pass to Mike. You got me? The tackle now is man on. You got me? And that's all by a tag word. And I know if I'm the backside guard, I've got number 1 on the line of scrimmage. We're going to read 5. Here, if we wanted to throw it, if we thought he could chase us down, we can pull and throw off of this guy. But you got block here, you got your flat route here, you got me? So we do have some options in these spread set if we wanted to put the defense in a bind. Once again, you see the set here. We want to run the football, get a favorable box count. We still want to run these gap scheme plays and get double teams. So rules stay the same. Mike's to the front side. Mike is front side right here. You got me? There's the Mike. The first double team, which is the H block, is going to go one past the ID. All right, which is this guy. Tackle, I know I'm man on. From the backside guard, I know I got the first D lineman on the line of scrimmage, past the center. And I know I'm now pulling. I become the puller if I'm the tackle. We got RPO into the boundary here, and we got the ability to come cut that off with a block, with a crack block by our receiver. There's just different ways to run gap scheme plays here. Last one we'll go over here out of wide sets to get favorable box count here. So same deal here, and if you're gonna run this play now, you want to run it to an odd, to an under front. You don't want to run it over here to over fronts, black side counts here, because you lose your double team of why you want to run the play here. So IDs to the front side, like I said, tackle's going to be man on, double team. The first double team, which is an H block here, goes one past the ID. It's an ace. I don't like how far my guard's hopping over. I wish he would go a little more into the line. All right, but the center's doing a good job of one-man gapping, left, right, lifting that deal. We'll go over that at the end here. Backside guard has number 1 on the line of scrimmage. Tight end has number 2. We really wasn't reading right here. And we're off to the races. So good on those. I'm going to go ahead to the next concept. Had a bunch of those. All right, next play we got, we're going to talk about the counter tray here. All right, guard and tackle counter. The guard is pulling for the defensive end. The tackle's pulling for the Mike. Has to read the guard's pull. Front side combo goes next pass declared. Okay, so this play right here, all right, we like this deal versus an odd or an under. Once again, we're trying to create double teams and cave in the defense. So here's the Mike right here. So he's going to come up and say odd, odd, odd. We know we're going to make a down call here. The center's back, guard's down, and we've got a double team right here, the one pass declared. You got me? I know I'm pulling for the end man on the line of scrimmage, and I know I'm inserting for the Mike. The tackle right here goes a little too far. He should go left, right, and go vertical. You want on double team plays. You got me? I want vertical, huge vertical displacement. All right. So the tackle kind of screws the tight end here. But we're overcoaching the hands. We're overcoaching. We want to go down and get gap scheme, get double team blocks. So you get a double at the point of attack here. You're going to pull and kick out. The guard right here, he's going right. He's hitting with that right shoulder. Let me go back here. He's going right. He's hitting right. All right. I wish the tackle did a better job of skip pulling. We talked about we'll work on our pulls here. That tackle's got to skip pull and keep those shoulders square with his hands inside. You got me? And we're off to running. Same deal here. You want to run this thing to an odd front. The mic is front side 36 right here. This is a better double team right here with my tackle going vertical with his hands inside. And you can see him pulling that thing over. You got that tight end wanting to hit that hip. I don't like his footwork, but he gets the job done. The tackle's hands are inside. He can pull that guy over, and he does a hell of a job doing that. Look at his right hand. He's got shoulder and hand leverage. He's underneath. He's lifting it and pulling it across. You got me? We're going back, and down with the center and the backside guard. Good with your pulling guard here. He's down and into the line, going right, hitting right. Better job of your tackle here, keeping his shoulder square. He can find 36. We got ourselves a good play down on the goal line. And you see here, too, we've got the ability, all right, and you guys do it all the time, too, to add whatever window dressing we want to add to this play. You got me? So we're faking the sweep here and just eye candy on the play. Same thing here. Odd front. Mike's 22. We're going down and back. Really good job by your guard stepping on that deal. I don't like his hands. I wish his hands was inside. Your center goes way too far. His head's on the backside. You want your aiming point is the V of that neck. That center should be trying to bite the right shoulder. You hear me say it all the time. Bite the shoulder pad and then get ready to run the number. He shouldn't get beat across his face because you know, and here's that wipe technique I told you guys about. When these D linemen see these guys pulling, they're going to try to wipe your block. So it's even more important that you aim a little higher at his shoulder pad right there. Via the neck, bite his shoulder pad, and then get ready to run the number because you know they're going to be fighting like hell to get over the top here. All right? So we were traying to number 45. Mike's 22. We're traying one pass, which is 45. He's in a zero technique, so I know if I'm the tackle, hey, I'm probably going to have to go a little sooner. You got me? Tight end's a young kid. He's got the tackle still could have helped him a little bit more. He kind of hesitated a little bit, but they're going to that backside backer here. Really like the pull by the guard. He's square and violent with his hands, getting them inside. Really like the right tackle right here in his pull. But once again, guys, this is our we love this play out of odd and under because of the double team, because of the angles. You got me? We do have the ability to run it without a tight end. We changed the word so the guys know there's no tight end. All right. But the rules stay the same. We're getting it to an under front. All right. Mike's front side, who's this guy? You got me? Our double team, which is now a deuce, is going one past to Mike, which is this guy. You got me? We're still down. We're still here. We're still getting those great angles that we love here. All right. We're still getting everything that we want. The backside tight end, the tight end's got this guy. Now, you got the ability backside to do whatever you want to do. If you don't think you can block this guy, you can't. You do have the ability to run some turf, run some flat routes, things like that. Here's the play right here. Left guard could have better hands, but his angle and where he's hitting that guy at, all right, keeps that guy there. He just got to finish that block. There's that gather gain you see from the tackle, the left tackle here, number 74. He guys with feet gains. It stays vertical. It keeps his shoulder square so he can make that block. That's why we teach that technique. Because if not, he would turn his shoulders and it'd be hard as hell for him to get back square on number 10 here. Really like the job he's doing. There's that log technique, so we would have worked it all week. We know they want to go hard and wrong shoulder like that. That's what we're drilling. We would never drill one time them coming up the field because that's not what they do. So I think that's important that when you break your film down and you do your scout team and you do your endo, hey, we're getting a heavy dose this week of wrong shoulder. So you know that guy's going to come all the way down here in wrong shoulder. We're going to log it, and we're going to practice that and only that all week. You got me? Obviously, if they want to come out and change something in the game, we'll get that. And we'll have a lot of evidence that, hey, that's what they want to do. We're not just going to see it one time and say, hey, that's the only thing we're doing. If they do mix it up, we would mix it up. But most of the time, we're going to get a bunch of evidence of, hey, this is what they do, and we're going to practice that. And obviously, you've got the ability to change that during the week. But we want to do what they primarily do. All right, we like to mix in. If we don't have a front that we like, so this is obviously to an over front. We're gonna mix in some things that of college tapes. We're gonna mix in NFL tape. You guys obviously can do the same to get the looks that we want. All right, so we're running this deal. We told you we like it versus an under or not, but you do have the ability to run it versus an over front here to the strong side right here. You got your 3 technique right here. So all we're going to do is we're going to come up. We're going to ID the mic front side, the double team, which is now a deuce, goes one past the mic, which is here. All right, here's where your deuce is going right here. You still got back. You still got your back block. We're going to now read the end. You're still pulling. You got me? So now the biggest coaching point in our over front here is your tight end's going to arc. All right, so he's going to step here and arc. All right, your guard's still coming down. He's going left. He's hitting left. Your guard, you still want to, your tackle, you still want to skip pull, keep your shoulder square, and you're blocking the mic right here. Hold on here. I'm having some computer difficulties. Hopefully it. All right, we're good here. Once again, we're going to throw in NFL tape as well, kind of keep our guys interested in if it's a front that we hadn't seen. But obviously the plays we run, they're running everywhere. So here's that to an under G technique right here. You got your tight end right here. All right, under G, they want to treat an under G, same as with a 4 down. He's going to arc right here. You've got your ID is 27. All right, he's the mic. All right, your double team, which is your deuce block now, goes one past the mic to 48. You got me? He's back block. We're reading this guy or throwing off of him. We're going to pull and kick out and lead up. You got yourself a really good ball play right here. Pull, kick out, same deal we were teaching. 65, you're going right, you hit with that right shoulder. I don't like the tackle here. I think he could stay a little square. It's hard. Look at his shoulders right here of why we teach the skip pull. Now he's getting he's getting helped out by 27 being a bad player. 27 shoots that gap. There's no way 70 can get his shoulders back square, all right, to insert right there. So he's helped out by the linebacker playing bad right here. But 70 needs to be a little more square. If 27 did what he was supposed to do and came downhill instead of flying out, if he was downhill, it'd be tough as shit for that tackle to get his shoulders turned right there. All right, going to our next scheme right here. I'll go over it here is our just regular counter scheme, which your guard pulling, kicking out, and your tight end inserting now. All right, and the rules stay the same here. All right, you're going to come up as the center and ID the first linebacker in the box. That's who your insert guy has, which is your tight end. You got me? And here's that your tight end has. They want to plug a backer. We would yell plug, plug, plug. We would take him, and the tight end would now know, hey, somebody's filling that gap. He'll have the safety or somebody else coming over the top right here. You got me? But it's odd, odd, odd. Our initial call right here would have been ace to the backside backer, but the guard sees 32 coming, so he takes him. The play side tackle, because of this plug right here is basing. So we should have 2 insert guys right here. We wanted to base that end with the gap pressure right here. We're off and running. All right, so going here to the left, ID's here, okay? ID's here, ID's left. I know our first combination, which is an ace block, is going 1 past the ID. I know I've got to go take that now, that 4 eyes mine. I know I'm pulling, kicking out the first thing off his hips. I know I'm down. I know I'm inserting for the mic. Boom. Really good job right here by this guard of sorting it out on the run. There is no in man of the line of scrimmage. That guy comes down. It's kind of like that danger call I told you earlier when we saw it. He knows he's coming down now, so I'm going left. I'm hitting left. The tight end does a good job, patient and square, so he can adjust and fix that off of there. You got me? Guy number 4 makes a really good play, but it's a well-blocked play. We're getting positive yardage here. The center's trying to pull the guy over. He's just outman right there. The guard's got to hit that hip a little more, and then here comes that U-turn again. Hit the hip and get off on the backer. Left guard does a really nice job. Got the ability to freeze. We know they're going to spin down like this. We got the ability to add a little eye candy here. Mike's the same deal. Mike's front side, the double team, which is going to be the deuce, is going 1 pass to Mike. We got a back block here. We got a queen block, gap show hinge with a back block, queen block. We know we're pulling, going right, hitting right. We know we're inserting for the mic. Good. Once again, we've seen it. So we know all week, hey, they're going to wrong shoulders and August. Whiteout's getting his ass whooped a little bit here, but the tight end tries to make up for him. If he stays on his rule, we could have a play right here. This is a really nice job here. Really like the double team. That's better. You see that guard going left, right, left, trying to pull that guy over with his right hand. The tackle here gets his feet a little too tight on the gather gain here. His feet get a little tight, but he still gets that hip hit. Boom. And he's able to get his hands inside and finish that guy. Really nice job here. Pulling the guy over, down block. The center could go be a little more aggressive because how tight he's going a little. That left foot shouldn't be going that flat. Left foot's got to go vertical and displace that guy. Same deal here. Mike's right. We got some miscommunication here, but we end up getting it going on the right side here. Mike's right 10. We're IDing 1 pass to clear. I promise you this isn't a new technique we're teaching, the influence block. Right guard had a brain fart, but ended up being able to get back in the block and getting it taken care of here. The tackle, you see a really good example of gain, gather, gain. Gain, gather, gain, hit the hip. Then he's going to his guy. All right, back block here. Want to bite the shoulder pad. I still think the center's a little too far. You want your head on the right side of that guy. His head don't need to be on that side of him. Queen block here. We know he's going to wrong shoulder us, so be ready for the log. Be ready to get around it and sort it out on the end. Lose the freaking football right here going in to score. Last one I'll show you right here. You see, we will go motion to it, motion away from it, just different eye candy, different things that we set up during the week to loosen some of these techniques up and loosen up the linebacker flow here. So we're going 30, we're going to the left here. Mike's left. We know my double team is going to go 1 past the ID. I know I'm back. I know I'm queening here. I know I'm going left. I'm hitting left. I'm going downhill. Really good job here. We knew these guys were going to be up the field a little bit, so we know we're kicking out. You got me? Really good job by my tight end of staying square right here. Hands are inside. Not a bad job right here. That's all I've got in these gap scheme plays, guys. And I know a lot of you guys run them and probably do them very similar. I always like to show them and give you guys some maybe keywords or something that you weren't seeing or using when we go over those gap scheme plays. So here's some indie stuff that I want to share with you guys. I know Coach Russo said they'll be good. Like I said, we don't do a bunch of, we're not indie gurus. We don't do a bunch of things. We're going to look at that script and see what's in the script and what we can use that'll make us better that day. So the boards that we use here, here's some of the things we did at Mississippi State. We're going to run the boards every day. And all we're working on, hey, my stance first and foremost. My feet are no wider than shoulder width apart. I got my weight on my instep. I'm squeezing my knees. I've got a positive first stance. I'm not rocking back. You got me? And I'm coming off the ball, and I'm shooting my hands here. And that's all we're working here. Great positive first step. You got me? No wasted motion, no wasted movements. We're going and we're running off the football. Same deal here. You get to here. We're doing the same thing on there now. Watch this guy right here. You see how he rocks? Look at his left foot here. He's rocking on the back of his heels. So right now he needs to squeeze his knees more, all right, and scrunch up his toes so that doesn't happen. So he's not rocking back on his heels. But we're working these right now. And this is the start of our block. So we're working these every day. Feet no wider than shoulder width apart, coming off the ball, running off the ball, shooting our hands, getting ready to roll. Not going to go through all of these. But we'll angle them. We'll go straight ahead. We'll go inside zone. Then we'll go outside zone. You'll see us go all these. Front side of outside zone. So we'll go through all these. The first couple I was showing you is inside zone. This is outside zone right here. We're just running the board. No crossover here. We're just running, getting our hat and our hands in placement. Now, backside of outside zone, we cross over. You got to go run and overtake. So that's what you're seeing these guys do right here. They're on the backside of outside zone, so they've got to cross over and go overtake. So I wanted to throw that at you here. Then we're going to use linebacker level drill here. We'll go on the boards for this. You see us using the medicine ball here. We're working on these tight hands. We're working on keeping our hands tight. Shoot, I don't really like this guy. I want to lift that ball, bring my hips, lift that ball. So we'll use bags. We'll use medicine balls, all working really good rep right here. All right. This guy's coming over, boom. Linebacker, come over, boom. I really like that. His hands are inside. They're tight. While we use the medicine ball, obviously, for tight hands, we want to get underneath and lift that ball. It's a nice rep right there. All right, the explosion set. So we told you about it. We said the first point is the start of the block. You got me? So 3 phases of run block. You've got the start. We just went over the start. You got your you've got your start. You're running off the ball, linebacker level, inside zone on the boards. All those different types of drills that you just saw. Working on keeping a base. Working on no fault, no wasted motion on the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to our explosion sled here. You got me? And all we're doing right here is we want to ignite the hips. I go 1-2 in the ground, and I'm bringing my hips with the finish. Your power is in your hips and your ass. So that's what we're working here. 1-2 lift. See these guys right here, 1-2 lift. And I'm bringing my hips with me. I get 1-2 feet in the ground, and I'm lifting, igniting my hips. See it here again. Going 1-2 lift. I want to finish with my hips through. I'm igniting my hips, igniting my power. All right, and then the finisher. There's some type of finish drill every day. So we've started the drill with the boards. We told them how we wanted them to be explosive on the explosion sled. We're igniting our hips, getting 1-2 in the ground, and then some sort of finish drill right here. We're working the outside zone finish drill right here. All right, so you've already taken your first step here. We're working on punching that backside knee and finishing on the run. The guy's trying to beat you over the cross on top. So I'm taking my first step here. It's going to be a really good rep here. I'm taking my first step already. My second step comes through, and I'm trying to run and finish. There will always be some sort of finish drill to every practice, to every run drill. There's a really nice rep right here. Taking my first step, my backside knees punching, coming through. I've got a tight elbow, and I'm trying to finish. We'll see this guy here. He don't get his backside knee and hip through that well, so we make him come back here and do it again. The guy beats him over the top because of where his backside knee just rotates here. You'll see it's a better rep here on the second time he goes. That's a better job right there. So this is just outside zone. We call it feet and finish, outside zone. You're trying to get your backside knee through here. All right, this guy's a little robotic, a Mississippi kid, by the way, Tyler Brown from Jackson, Mississippi here. All right, he's a little robotic. I would like to see him run a little more natural here. But all we're doing here is feet drive and finish from an outside zone standpoint. I've taken my first step, got my hands inside. Now I know, hell, he's seen it. He's stretching with me. Now I've got to run and get ready to press and finish the drill here. All right, teams will use it on our outside. I just got a guy. So right here, this is like my left leg. We're doubling. Be into one pass. Left, right. He's right. And flipper, we use a flipper. That guy. Leverage. All right. His shoulders. This other guy's shoulders. Ball. You got me? He's also again. Left, right. Leverage. Bring my knees here. Really good job right here. Right more doing it here. Left. Brings his hips. You see, right his hips. He's got his hips. Stand square. We call this a one-man. So you're inside double take. I've got kind of a mixture. I'm kind of all over the place with this tape. I've got my the game coming up later. Here's some guys set deals that we do here. Set wave. I know they cut me off at the top here. Set. Focusing on keeping your shoulders over your knees over your toes. Focus on squeezing your knees. Here it is right now. So it goes back. How fast? What set am I taking? So I'm taking my slide set right here. Right tackle's taking the shoe set right here. The guy over here is a shoe set. He's picking it up and putting it back down here. He's picking it up, put it back down. He's taking a slide set right here, like he's in 320. So how fast can I get set? Am I in position of balance here? Just moving the guys around. On your toes, keeping them united. This is something we recently started doing that I really like here. Dribble drill here. All right, and all we're working on here is posture. Look at my, these guys are in really good pass protection stances. Weight on my front foot, shoulders over my knees, over my toes. I've got good balance here. And now I'm working my feet and my hands independently from each other. All right, so I'm just kick, push, catch, power, power, push, catch, power, power. So this is good drill. It keeps them in a band. It keeps their feet active and their hands active because you want your hands and your feet working independently of each other. This is something that I really like. Get another guy up here doing it here. Really like the guy on my side here. The other guy is not doing it that well. You want that ball. You want them bouncing that ball. All right, and whenever they kick and power, their head needs to turn in that direction. So if you're kicking left, your head should go left. When you power right, your head should go right. You got me? It shouldn't be a race to do this deal. You got to bounce that ball so my feet work independently from my hands. This is a really, really good job of it right here. This is exactly what we want. This guy's got it. He's got a little speed to it, all right? But you see his head's going when he changes directions. His feet are working independently. He's bouncing the ball. He's in good pass protection posture. And that's all we're working right here. All these are posture kicks. We want them in really good position. We're working on your posture. We're working on you working your feet independently of your hands. You got me? We're working all those different deals. We got that. So we got our punch getaway drill here. Some more drills you can do. We're working on, once again, we're working on getting our whole foot set, punch, whole foot in the ground, set, punch, whole foot in the ground, set, punch, whole foot in the ground, set, punch, whole foot in the ground. Working on getting our whole foot in the ground and being in position to deliver a punch. And then we're working on that punch. Thumbs up, elbows tight, slightly lift on my punch, all right? Hitting through the hands of my hand. I don't really like the guy on the left here. I don't really want his hands dropping like that. His hands should not drop after every rep. Keep your hands up just like this cat over here. His hands should stay up. They shouldn't drop after every rep. Keep your hands up, thumbs up, punching through the heels of your hand. We talked about the sets here, guys, on the outside shoulder. We're going to slide set here. Shoe set here, this guy's tighter. Think he may be coming inside. We're just going to pick up that inside foot and put it down. Here's the down box that we talked about here. Really wish in that inside foot. And I think you'll get one over here in the middle. Coach, there it is. This is a little bit so flat. For the guy to run. For that guy. Run the number. Don't work the shoulder. I mean, I don't know how realistic that is. Run. Then here's the gain, gather, gain stuff. I told you we got some really good work this summer with our guys. So he wants a gain, gather, gain, hit the hip, and then work the U-turn. Gain, gather, gain. So I gain, gather, gain, go to the top. Gain, gather, gain, go to the top. We're working on those deals. Here's that gain, gather, gain step I told you guys about. So, guys, that's all I got for you. Like I said, you know, through that together, guys, I hope you guys got something out of it. Once again, we're an open book here. Love to have you guys when everything opens back up. Come sit in our meetings, come to practice. Any questions you got, please feel free to reach out. My cell phone number is 662-341-5082. 662-341-5082. My email address is coachdjlooney@icloud.com or coachdjlooney@gmail.com. My Twitter is all Twitter, and any social media platform I have is Coach DJ Looney, @Coach DJ Looney. But really appreciate the job you guys do and really appreciate you guys. So any questions you guys have for me, feel free to reach out to me. I love an opportunity to speak with you guys and go over some more stuff in detail. If you have questions on anything, we'll get some tape together and get it sent to you. So thank you for your time. Like I said, I wish we had a little more time to put some stuff together for you guys, but that's what I had. And if I can ever be of any assistance to you guys, please feel free to reach out to me. And we appreciate everything you do. Go Cajuns.